Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If this is your first time here on this channel, seeing me, seeing what I do, my name is Cameron and I'm a freelance digital marketer / teacher. And today we're going to be talking about domain names, what they are, what their purpose is, how you get one, how you buy one up, and how you connect it with a hosting website. Now, I understand that a lot of people who are watching this video are probably pretty new at online business and they don't fully understand what these things are and why you need them, but these are skills that you're going to have to learn if you're going to be successful in online business. Okay, so what is a domain name? Why don't we start there? So let's say that you have a store and in that store you sell clothes, but you're looking to take that online so you can sell to a wider variety of people. Okay, what you're going to need is a website, but in order to have a website you have to have a domain name. Now what that is when you get online and you type in the search bar, for example, google.com, that is the domain name that will take you to Google's website. Facebook.com, that is the domain, okay? So you'll need one of those if you're going to have a site. Most of the time, the name of your site or the name that you pick to be your domain is the same name as your store. And now I'm just using the example of a clothing store because I don't know what situation you're in and maybe that's what you're trying to do is just go online, okay? It's always most likely going to be the same name. So you have Walmart, but then you also have walmart.com. You know that they're connected because of the name, okay? So in order to get one of these names, you have to actually go out and buy one. Unfortunately, they are not free. And so one of the best sites that sells domain names is called Godaddy.com, and that's where we're at right here. And GoDaddy is really, really well known for what they do. They're the biggest name, I think, in sites that sell domain names because they spend tons of money advertising their products. So people know GoDaddy, okay? You can trust them. But what you need to do is right here, you need to come to the site and type in what you think. For example, cheesesamazing.com. This is an example that I was using because I wanted to show you what it's like. You need to type in a name that you think is going to be available. You might have one that is not on the market because somebody else may have already snatched that name up. Okay, so you want one that you think is going to be available. So the reason I chose Cheese is Amazing because most likely nobody has a website called cheesesamazing.com. And if it is available, I'm going to show you what happens. Once you search that domain, it will tell you whether or not it is available. And of course, yes, this one is. So you're looking for domain available, the green light in essence, okay? So now let's see what it will look like if it is not available, which I know for a fact google.com is not available. If that's the case, it's going to say that the domain name is taken. So what I would recommend is to pull out a blank sheet of paper or your phone and make a list of all the different domain names that you think you would like for your site. And the reason that I say to do that is because most likely one that you are just like so stoked about might be taken. And that happened to me a couple different times and it really, really sucked, okay? So for this example though, since I know that cheesesamazing.com is available, we're just going to use that one, okay? And I'll show you where we can go from here, all right? So once you know that it's available, it'll tell you the price of it. Most .coms, as you see right here, .com, most of those on GoDaddy.com are $12, okay? You can get different ones like .net, .org, .info, and like these are usually cheaper, but like nobody wants that really, okay? You want a .com because it's just better. People trust you if you have a .com, okay? So you're going to continue to cart. Once that is added into your cart, it's going to take you to a checkout page, okay? And what they do, they're really, really good at doing this, is they'll add extra things onto your cart that you don't necessarily need. This is called an upsell. They're trying to upsell you so they can make some more money. They'll offer you things like privacy protection, or this is the ultimate protection pack for $14. But truthfully, guys, you don't need them. You can go on later and buy them if you think that that's what you want to do, but you just don't need it. All privacy protection is it just basically blocks your name from being on the internet. If somebody wanted to go see my site or see who owns my site, they can look it up and it'll basically tell them who bought that domain. But personally, I don't care. So you don't need it, okay? Let's continue on in the cart. I think this should be the final checkout page. Okay, perfect. So here's where you can decide how long you want to have that domain for. Okay, right now it's set for 2, so it's charging me the first year, which was $11.99, and then the next year after that, it's going to jump up to $17.99. Okay, but you can choose however long you'd like. If you want 5 years, you can do that, but just keep in mind that the price will change accordingly to what you get. So the domain that I'm using right now for my website, I just got a 1 year, and that's all I paid for. So after that 1 year, I'm going to have to go and renew that. There's an option in your settings afterwards in GoDaddy.com to just put it on an auto renewal. So that way, after that year is up, or however long you decided to get the domain for, your domain name doesn't just go back on the market for somebody else to buy, because that would really suck. And that actually happened with Google.com. I guess they just weren't really paying close attention. Their name expired, and some kid bought Google.com, like the name, and they had to buy it back from him. So he actually made some money off of that. But I mean, that's always an option. And yeah, just be really careful about any other upsells. Right now, there's nothing else on here other than the domain that we chose. Okay, so total is going to be $12.17. You can go and complete purchase. Now, I don't want to buy a website called cheesesamazing.com, so I'm not going to complete purchase, but that's what you'll do. And then it will take you over to an area that you can enter in your card information. Okay, so that's that. That is your domain name. GoDaddy.com is an awesome resource for that. But now what I want to do is I want to show you a different site, and it's called Bluehost.com. Okay. At the beginning of the video, I talked about domain names and hosting websites. And this is something that I didn't understand. It's something that probably some of you may not fully understand, but I'm going to teach you right now what a hosting website is, okay? So let's say that somebody comes up to you and they say, I'm throwing a party, and it's going to be a party of all time, and there's going to be so many awesome people there, and I want you to come, okay? All of that information that this person just told you is worth nothing if they don't give you an address. If you don't know where to go for that party, that information is worthless to you, okay? So you can have a domain name, but it's worth nothing unless there's a place that it can physically take you when you type that in, okay? So that's what a hosting site is. The hosting site is the place that allows you to build the website that you want. So when people type in your domain, it'll take them here, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link down below for Bluehost, and if you click on that right now and open it up, you can follow along, and we'll walk through this together, okay? And you know, all of this stuff costs money, guys, and I know that kind of sucks, but the thing about being an entrepreneur is that you have to be willing to make certain types of investments into yourself and for yourself, so that you can move forward and eventually have that money turn around and work for you, okay? And you know, you got to do it. You can't really fight it. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you gotta spend some money, okay? But the reason that I recommend these specific sites is because their prices are low and they're good quality sites, okay? So click the link down below, open it up, and we'll get started here. So on Bluehost.com, you want to click Get Started, and it's going to take you to a page that's going to show you a couple different plans that you can choose, okay? So obviously it's got its recommended one, and this is the one that I ended up choosing for my site. And the reason that I did that rather than the $3.95 a month, which obviously is cheaper, it's a little more appealing to us, you don't get as much. So with this plan, the basic plan, you get one website, you have limited storage, and there's a lot of limitations here, okay? But you come over here to what's recommended. You can have unlimited websites, which means if you decide you want to go and buy another domain later, you can come back to Bluehost.com and build a whole separate site, and it's not going to cost you anything extra, okay? Unlimited storage, unlimited domains, like it's just better, okay? For a couple extra bucks a month, that's the best way to do it. Now I have to be 100% totally honest and transparent here, okay? It says $5.95 a month, and it's going to be $5.95 a month, but I assumed that when I purchased this that it was just going to bill me monthly. But what it did is that it billed me for the full 2 or 3 years that I got it, and it did that right up front. So 3 years divided by $5.95, yeah, it came out to be a couple $100, and I wasn't really expecting to do that. But you need to know, okay, and I'm telling you right here, that's what's going to happen. You're not going to be billed monthly, okay? So let's select that option, okay? $5.95 a month. Now here is an interesting page, okay? Now this is really, really important. If you've already purchased your domain through GoDaddy.com or another source, what you would do is type that domain name right here. And so since that's what we did, you would type in cheeseisamazing.com, and then you would click next, okay? But I'm going to show you something that's even easier. So if you have not purchased your domain name yet, if you're kind of holding out on that, this is what I would recommend because it'll save a lot of headache later. Bluehost.com allows you to purchase a domain name through them, and it's included in that $5.95 a month, okay? And so you don't need to go through GoDaddy. Even though it's a great option, it's easier here because you won't have to transfer over your records later, okay? So this is what we're going to do. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put in cheeseisamazing.com again, and it will tell me, since I didn't actually buy that domain, that it is available. And it should show up. Yep, it is available. And then you would just go through, and not only would you be buying your domain name here, but you're also buying your hosting website, the place that you are going to be designing your actual site. And what I'm going to do, because I'm a firm believer in Bluehost and I love it, I love what it can do, I'm going to create other videos in the future to teach you how to build from scratch your website, okay? So hopefully my videos are going to be a good asset to you, because I want you to get the most value out of them that you possibly can. Let's say we decide to buy our domain name through Bluehost.com, okay? You just go in, type in all your information, you don't need to see any of that, and then you'll choose your plan that you want. You can choose basically 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, and the price does change a little bit. I ended up getting the 36 months, and so I have my site, everything, I own it for the next 3 years. But yeah, it comes out in one big payment of about $214. Okay, so just be ready to spend a little bit of money. You can't really avoid it. Once that's done, put in your credit card info or debit card, whatever you decide to use, agree to the terms, and click submit. And then you have your domain, you have your site, and you should be ready to go, okay? So we'll stop there. Come back in the next videos and we'll teach you how to continue and move forward. If you did buy a domain through GoDaddy.com, I'm going to teach you how to transfer that over shortly. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.